Hello, beautiful. Welcome, welcome. We are doing our tarot readings for the new moon cycle. Today, we're working with the elements. We're doing fire, but we're going to sit down. We're going to have a little chat as we get into this energy. Cheers to you if you're sipping, drinking some coffee. I was just running across my house, so I'm a little out of breath. But we're going to sit down. We're going to relax, take a deep breath together, and get into this energy. Oh, it's so good. We're going to keep that right here on the altar. So hello. How you doing? New moon's in Capricorn. We've got a few of the elementals up already. I highly recommend that you check them out if you haven't done so yet. So we are definitely working with fire today. No doubt about it. Fire has been a calling, and we're going to do air last. Okay. So new moon in Capricorn, my loves. How you doing? How's it going? Are you feeling the moon cycle? Are you feeling the solar activity? How's the weather? How's the weather treating you? How you feeling about it? I know it's a big time for seasonal depression for a lot of people, but I feel like there's so much energy out in the collective right now that is just not us. That is not our collective. It's almost even the natural, because depression's a part of it. It's part of the emotional spectrum, you know. Even the natural depression that we would normally maybe tap into this time of year, it's like I'm too busy, or I'm too sick, or I'm healing, you know, injuries and stuff are running rampant right now, that's for sure. So there's just no time. There's no time for depression, but, you know, it does still hit us sometimes, that type of sadness. It's nice to have people reaching out and, you know, and connecting and leaning into that kind of support system. It's so beautiful to have emotional support, isn't it like it's something totally underrated, but emotional support comes from a certain kind of, you know, understanding when people can see it or can feel it off of you, or, you know, for whatever reason they're just tapping in and thinking of you. So emotional support is amazing. Another underrated social quality is being understood, is having people see and understand you. That is a rare one, especially in our relationships, friendships, and all kinds of people in our life that we love them, you know what I mean? But it's like, they don't get us at all. They don't get it. They might not get us. They might not get it. They don't see it. They don't get it. And that's fine, because we love them all the same. But right now, it's really amazing to have the kind of emotional support where we're being understood. We're working with people sort of like on our creativity level, on our mental understanding. We're meeting in the middle, which is like, wow. It's amazing when people pull their weight. It's amazing when people impress you and support you and pour into you the way that you are always trying to impress, always trying to support, and always trying to give, to pour into others. Now to receive. So huge receiving energy going on in reaping season of winter 23, and we love that. We love that. We love receiving. And not just, you know, things, but acknowledgement. Understanding is about receiving the appreciation of self, straight up from the outside. So a lot of social aspects coming into the play today when we're talking fire element under this new moon Capricorn, and I love that for us. It's necessary, even though a lot of us are introverted, or, you know, just what we wouldn't call like huge social butterflies. We don't need a lot from our social groups. There are others of us who really run a social game. You know, we're out here wielding magics through the kingdom, and fucking good on ya. Me, I'm like hauled up in my study, like working with alchemy, you know, so different strokes for different folks. But here at the collective, there's a beautiful balance, and there's a lot of us, I was going to say feminines, but we're not all feminines. There's a lot of us just leaning into what we came here to do for the first time ever. So the magicians are out here, you know, the builders, the doers, the movers, and the shakers. They're out here and they're making moves, whether they realize it or not. So there's some of you right now that are moving in ways that are going to really change your world, change things around you, and you just don't know that yet. So good on you. You know, keep being brave, keep pulling those threads of, you know, that intuitive hit, that inspiration, and just keep trusting in the self, keep moving forward, because you're killing it and you don't even know it yet. Big message. Love that for the collective. Cheers to you. We're going to have a smoke before we get into the cards. I'll try not to like slurp my way through this coffee. I don't know why I try to drink it so fast. I'm just trying to like get the job done. Not today, baby. Not today. Today we're going to kick back. We're going to relax as we go through this reading. I can't get over how sunny and beautiful it's been up here lately, but it is cold. It is damn cold. We're in northern British Columbia, Canada, and when it's sunny in the winter, that means it's cold. So it's beautiful outside. I'm loving the weather, but I'm nice and warm inside. You know, I'm nice and warm. I got my safe space. I got all of my comforts and luxuries and all those things. So to the manifestors out there, there's something really crucial right now in approaching your lifestyle as high luxury. If you're trying to manifest abundance and wealth and ease and comfort and a luxurious, comfortable life, you know, if you're trying to manifest that, then looking around and appreciating from a natural standpoint, almost a primal standpoint, how luxurious and amazing your life is, you know, and that's going to do big things for your manifesting journey. If you're about manifesting that life right now, I'm all about the dream home. In my mind, I'm just building homes and I'm living in them and I'm loving it. And I'm, you know, customizing each sort of aspect of it. I went to school for fashion design, but I'm not a big designer. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer luxury and comfort to me is when it's done for me. It's like I could just go and be like, oh, that in that color, in that size, in that corner of this room of my, you know what I mean? That to me is like, da, 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 da. So appreciating your natural skill set. Are you a builder? Are you a creator? Are you a dictator? That might not be the right word, but you know, the one who makes the decisions, like the chooser. It's a lot of work. For some of us, it's like, I don't want to be that. You know, just line me up some, I'll pick one. I love us so much. I've missed you guys in the few months. Like, I was away for a whole season, all of fall 23. I was pretty much away. But I've missed you guys so much. I miss it here. I love it here with you guys. It is the blast of all blasts. And I feel like this is a big time for the collective. Whether we come together and recognize that right now or not, I recognize it. I feel it. I'm tapping into it for all of us. Like, it's a beautiful time if you do need the support to tap into a collective like this. So if you've been thinking about it, joining a book club, a fucking sewing circle, like, do it. Because socially we are being called together. We're being drawn together, and it's such an amazing thing. So if there's anything kind of tickling your fancy in the social inspiration realm, lean into it. I love influencers. For me, influencers are the people I spend the most time with. I'm not talking about these famous, don't even say Kardashian right now, because that ain't it. You know, I mean, people that influence me, people that teach me things, you know, entertainment. Hey, no shade, no fucking shade, baby. Seriously, all love here. But when I say like I spend the most time with influencers, I mean like any interest, hobby, research topic that I'm into today, I find that person online or they ding up in my little scrolling feed there. I'm gonna spend the whole day with them, sometimes years. Sometimes I've been on these kicks for years. And it's so funny, I've never talked about it. Never talked about these people, never shared it, never nothing. It's just my relationship. So socially, very involved. Just not actually in real. I have too much research to do, and maybe you're like that too. So it's really about appreciating again who and what you are, and just loving that, I'm loving up on you today, and I don't even know what you got going on. So excuse me, just find those who understand, because I might be, the complete opposite of you, but at the same time I totally get you. It's like I can't relate to any of your interests, but the path, oh man, we're on the same path. I'm doing this crazy shit too. You should see, and share, because those are the most, I can feel some of the collective meeting people and having those synchronistic, fated, serendipitous events with people. And I'm just so stoked for you guys. I'm so stoked. Those are some of the greatest moments of my life to date, is just the ones that I happen to cross. So there are some of us exiting the home right now, you know, and going off into the world. Shout out to the collective going on adventures, man. I fucking love you guys. I love you so much. I hope you're blogging it, you know, or writing a book, or like doing a photo that, like, I really, tell me your story. I want to hear it. You know, that's me. I love to read. I love to listen. I love to observe the story. So I'm like, blog it, you know, but do you, like, if you want to share or you want to make something out of it, like, I love the idea of starting an adventure that 6 months from now, you're going to put something out for. You go quiet for 6 months, do some crazy shit, and then boom, come out with it. And it's like, wow, that's what you've been up to? Shit. Like, you know, so a lot of the collective here, I can feel the feminines, man. They're creating, they're wielding those wands in a big fucking way. And it's about time. You know, we've had so much dark, so much slanted energy out here. It's not even the dark, it's the slant, you know. Because dark isn't always bad. It can be very honest, but when we look at the grand scheme of all the things coming out and being exposed today, it's like, you're not even dark, you're just crooked, slanted. Like, what's wrong with you? It's slimy, you know. Why? Yeah, but why? Yeah, but why? Anyways, moving on from that crazy. Okay, my loves, I'm getting so much energy off of you, off of the collective right now. So just shout out to the massive collective here and just what they got going on, because you can't imagine the feeling of tapping into all of you guys at once. You know, those who are here, who have been here, those who are yet to be here, and all the ways that each of our worlds collide when we tap energy together. Tap, you know, wands touch, like boop, and it's like, oh. So the energy is amazing. The collective feels amazing. Right on fucking point, right on track, right on time. You guys are fucking killing it right now, whether you realize that or not, whether that's all come to fruition for you or not. You guys are fucking killing it, and I'm so proud. I'm so grateful, you know, to be part of this collective, because, you know, I've shit on myself a lot in my life. I've not appreciated, not had value, you know, really got swayed by some unpopular opinions about myself all throughout my childhood or my teen years, or my, you know, I had those moments, and oh, what a waste, you know, what a fucking waste. We could have done so much good then, but all those lessons brought us to the point where we can understand that kind of dark now, you know, and that's so valuable. It's so valuable to see where darkness comes from, and that understanding that kind of pain, you know, and why it's put out into the world in the way that it is, and why it touched up on you the way it did, you know. That's a very special experience that you have to draw those resources from, you know. It's like you would have never taken that job even though you probably signed that contract before you even came into this shit. It's like if someone would have asked you at 13, 16, 21, 27, 30, you know, if they would have asked you, you're going to take this job, you'd be like, fuck no, are you crazy? I'm going this way, man. And you would have done some shit for yourself, but then you wouldn't be who you are. 13:31 on the clock, which is a 4-4. I love that. The angels, the ascended masters, angels and demons, baby, that's all the same. That's all the same. That's fucking siblings. You know, it's a family right there. Your shadow knows it if you don't, man. Your shadow protects you. Your shadow protects you. But the ascended masters are here with us. Like those mentorships, those apprenticeship programs, they are in full swing right now. 'Tis the season, you know, for signing up for new courses with your fucking guides, your ascended masters. So be very careful of signing contracts under this moon, under this season. And I don't mean be careful, like don't do it. I just mean like get your shit straight. You know, you don't want to be signing contracts and selling your soul to some dumb shit right now. You just don't. Especially because even the devil has imposters. You know what I mean? Some scant ass little fucking demons like, I'm the devil, I can give you everything. It's like, you ain't even messing with the right devil. If you're gonna go that way, go with power, you know what I mean? Go big or go home. I just heard my shadow say it. I'm like, yo, chill. All love, though. It's all love. My fucking shadow hates being told to relax. True story. And I imagine there's a few of you that can tap into that energy. My shadow hates being told to relax. It's just like out of its slumber. My shadow is always laid out right beside my higher self on like a chaise lounge chair, just watching, writing their little memoirs, doing whatever the fuck they do in their downtime, you know? But you say some shit like that and my shadow's gonna be like, excuse me? BB Rosa comes out like, the fuck did you just say to me? Oh God, I'm just having the most fun with you guys. The fire element. Man, I see a lot of magic going on, you know? Like, I'm just kind of looking into the ethers a little bit right now and just feeling you guys out. And it's like, there is a lot of fire being wielded right now, which is action. You know, if you want to make this science instead of spirituality, we're talking about the action you're taking. It's like the kind of feeling that creates enough energy that you go in a direction. You take action. Da, 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 da. Like, that's magic, you know, that's power. That's exactly what the fuck we're talking about. And there's so much of it going on right now. You guys are out here just fucking going for it. And I love it. I love the fearlessness. I love the power. It's true. I don't care if that's shadow to say I love the power in this collective. I do. I'm so excited to see what mission is for us. You know, when the long end of this is all done, we get to look back on the collective. I'm thrilled, you know. I'm ecstatic for us. I think it's going to be fucking epic, you know? Like, we were always meant to be something fucking epic, just in our own way. And each one of us, you know, each one of us is going to have that moment. Okay, let's get this desk ready while we're sitting here chit-chatting. Again with the dragons. It's always the dragons in this season. So we'll do the dragons too. We're going to start with the crystal oracle though, like we do. I do love this one. I'm having so much fun creating content right now. Like, fuck, I want to make a movie. I'm thinking about doing a horror movie. Because up in where I'm at in Kitimat, BC, it's like there's always this like kind of fog, you know. It's like you wouldn't need a lot to create the background setting for a horror movie. And it would just be so perfect. So ever since I got up here, I came back in like 2018. And ever since I got up here, I've been like kind of, without realizing it, playing with this idea of making a horror movie up here. Now I'm like, well, let's do that. You know, like the biggest thing right now that I need, that I want, that I'm working on, that I'm putting in the ethers is the script. It's time to write the script. I don't know why I'm telling you guys that. I usually keep my stuff pretty close to the chest, but hey, if you have any ideas or you like that idea, let me know. Maybe we'll be collaborating on a horror movie together. It'd be nice to share the burden a little bit because I got so much stuff on the go. It's kind of like a hobby, but like I'm dead ass. I'm not doing something halfway, you know. I'm not trying to make a fucking high school art project here. I'm talking about making a movie, you know, like a real good movie. So working on that script. If you have any ideas for a great horror movie that's like not made, that you would just like, why haven't they ever made a horror movie about this? Do tell, darling, do tell. I'll give you a part in the movie, you know. Share a good idea and it becomes something, you can have a part in the movie. That'd be fun, eh? We become the directors, because Hollywood is like dead. Oh my God, if you don't know. I don't think Hollywood will ever die because it's too big. Like, not, oh, it's worth so much money, it'll never die. Nah, fuck the money. It's like, we love it. We love cinema. We're never gonna let that die. So Hollywood is dead. The people that we knew that made the movies that were like the epic movies of our era coming up to this point, that's over. So moving forward now, we're gonna need some new directors out here. It's never been more serious to get into storytelling in the form of cinema. I would say. There's so many actors and stuff making movies now too. Becoming producers and directors, and they hate it too, you know what I mean? They hate the bullshit too. We are so fucking fed up as a collective. We are so done. We are so fucking done with the nonsense. Why are we moving this slow? Planned obsolescence? Why? You know, corruption, manipulation, perversion, abuse? Why? Why? We could all just be here making money, celebrating, having a good time. You gotta come up in my fucking house and start breaking shit, having a tantrum? Nah. No. Definitely no. And the shadow comes out right away. And it's just like, who's breaking shit? That's right. That's right. If your shadow doesn't scare you a little bit, you don't know it well enough yet. There's still parts of yourself you're scared to look at. You know, and that's the truth. If you haven't done your serial killer documentary days and your, just kidding, whatever your niche is, whatever the fuck your niche is, however you need to go dark, your shadow is yours. It's your, nobody can teach you about it until you're ready to look at it, to face it. So if your shadow doesn't scare you a little bit as a fucking demon and you believe that demons are real because of it, you don't know your shadow as well as you might think you do. So there might be some things to, you know, some conversations to be had there with the self. Okay, we're gonna get into this. I'm just having the most fun. I haven't had this much energy, and I mean, Zach and I have been just fucking laughing over the last few weeks, way more than I usually do. But you know, I haven't had this much energy to feel this kind of giddy. I feel giddy. I feel ecstatic. I feel all the things. I had a Band-Aid on this little thing with some oil, trying to make sure it didn't scar. I've had it for so long now. It was a bug bite. And the Band-Aid slid off because the oil, and it's like, I have a sticky patch up here. I found it like up here this morning. I'm like, oh, that worked. Anyways, moving on. I just put out a new beauty video. It's been ages. Seriously, other than that video, I can't remember the last time I put makeup on. Like, it's been that long, and I was just like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. So tapping into the beauty realm, the beauty space a little bit. I really want to paint and stuff like that. So it really gave me that kind of, you know, playing with the brushes and the colors and textures and my face and all the things. It was wonderful. It was lovely. So check that out if you guys are interested. I posted it pretty much everywhere, but it's definitely on TikTok. It's definitely on Instagram. Instagram is just like, it's just falling off for me right now. I'm trying. It's 22 on the clock. I'm trying to hold on to Instagram, but it's just like, I don't. And I feel the same about TikTok though, because I'm either on it or I'm not. And when I'm not, it's like months go by and I don't even think about it. So maybe that's just speaking to my own personal, you know, preferences, but it's key, you know, that you're tuning into yourself in that way. And, you know, if you feel like you're missing out in some areas of your life, then fulfill them, you know. It doesn't have to be the way that everybody else is doing it. You're allowed to go your own way for a while. It's actually something that we really admire in each other, even though we almost never recommend it to each other, you know, in these big social groups and stuff. If you're a real social cat, like, we don't always recommend that stuff to each other, but we admire it every single time someone does it. You know, does something outside of the routine or outside of what's expected, you know. So getting pretty serious and pretty individual here with the self, and I love that. It's time to fulfill some of those things that you've, you know, maybe have in the back of your mind for a while, like me with the movie. It's like maybe you just really have a creative project that could be the next step for you, and it's time to seriously look at that. You know, up until this point, it might not have been as serious. It might have just been like an inspired idea, and you've been, without even realizing it, gathering resources, information, and all the things that you need to fulfill it. And now it's time. Fun. That's fun. I hope you guys are doing your, you know, prayer, meditation, self-care, whatever it is, and really tuning into the self, taking care of the self, inside and out, mind, body, soul, baby, all the aspects of the self. Okay, prayer just keeps coming up this card. As I'm shuffling, I can, you know, see the split, and I keep seeing that prayer card. So you know what it is. Reach out to your guide. If you're not into, you know, you're not used to talking with energetic bodies through yourself, then, you know, take it slow. But, you know, you've got ancestors, and you've got, you know, archangels or ascended masters, and even demons, you know, sitting around waiting to give you the advice that they came to give. So It's time. You don't got to be afraid of the lessons because they're yours, even if they are some of the darker aspects that you have to go through. You can't avoid it anyways, you know, so you might as well find that courage, find that strength, and impress yourself a little bit if you've never tapped into that before. Why not? There's nothing like the feeling of being proud of yourself, like actually proud of yourself. And that usually comes from something real scary or something real hard. Either way, you know, the job's got to be done at some point. Cheers to that. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Herderite with evolution. Hell yeah. The evolution, that's really the main focus of what we do here at EBINOTTI. You know, we align to divine feminine, we activate our potential, and then we evolve beyond our oppression. If there's any mission here, it's that, you know, like what more could we really focus on in one lifetime? There's, you know, a lot to be done here, and there's a lot of different choices, but it really kind of comes down to an alignment, an activation, and an evolution. That's at least how we see it. Okay, we're going to get into this reading. The fire element, new moon Capricorn. Let's see what's up. What's popping with fire? Our willpower, our energy levels, our inspiration, and our creations. Let's see what's going on for the collective. Okay, we'll take both of them. That's the second one that just would not fall out. But we got one on the floor. That's also our card. Wow, and bottom of the deck is going to be the water element. There's a card we haven't seen in a long time, but we just came off the water reading, so I love that synchronicity for us. I love that synchronicity. So this is why water went first, I guess. And fire is coming second. So we got two cards. The earth element and Herderite with, evolution. More divine feminine energy with that earth element because water is also feminine. Two elementals. Two elemental energies coming out for this. Earth was kind of reversed too. I'm not going to take it that way, but we will note it. The earth element was a little bit reversed. So the immediate message coming off of this is the evolution of our earthly elements. Everything within the earthly realm for us, there's going to be a big physical evolution here. And there may have been a great delay on this, you know, of the evolution of your wealth or your strengths, your resources and assets in a big way. And health plays a big part in that, because if there are different parts of the body, I've talked about this a lot now, with the winter season, if there's different parts of the body that are healing, you know, spiritually, there are things going on there as well. It could be something as simple as a cold. You know, you came into contact with somebody who had some bacteria, you got a cold. But beyond that, there are usually spiritual and deeper meanings to these ailments and why there was a weakness within that energy pool in the first place, okay? So evolution is usually a great fucking reason. We love that reason for any kind of illness or any kind of, you know, imbalance within an element. Because evolution is usually the only acceptable reason for something broken. We're like, whoa. If it's broken, let's fix it. And evolution is the fixing of it, but the improved fixing of it. Love that message for us. Love that message for us. Okay. We're going to do the dragons as well. We're gonna Dragon Oracle deck. Love this energy. Love. One of my favorite books of all time is The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. Don't ask me how that just bam was like right there in my mind. The first book is called Eragon, E-R-A-G-O-N. Excellent book if you want to tap into some dragon energy. I absolutely love the dragon character Saphira in that. She's phenomenal. It's just a lot, you know, if you want to relax and get into a really easy to read kind of book, like, you know, you can check out something like that, or just lean into that enjoying a fantasy. It's nothing serious. You're not doing anything serious. You're just sitting down with like a good book, you know. Oh, I love that feeling. So cozy. I can feel the collective getting so cozy with it. And when it's cold and winter like this, I mean, it's the best feeling to cozy up. I do love the winter for that. The feeling of it's so uncomfortable outside, and that makes the comfort and coziness and warmth and security of inside 10 times, 1,000 times more special. And just easier to appreciate. Let's talk about ease and comfort, you know, the easiness. Very little effort put into just the observation. I mean, it's the best feeling ever of appreciation and gratitude when you realize how easy something is in the moment. Oh my God. So appreciating the downtime right now, really slipping into those cozy, comfortable vibes. And I get all tongue-tied. Okay, let's hear what the dragons have to say about it. Fire element, eh? With our evolution. Earth and water evolution at that. So again, that feminine energy being the main focus here. That's creation energy. It's also easy. It's a receiving energy. Okay, big message there. Silver. Ooh, the silver dragon on the bottom. Illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Untapped, baby. Look into your soul and see the higher possibilities. Higher possibilities. Look into your soul now. Ooh, now that's an interesting concept, because what could your soul within yourself possibly have to tell you? You will not know until you look. Okay, so you can get into a saltwater bath. You can use prayer, meditation, automatic writing. There's 1,000 ways to tap into your soul, your higher self, and hear what that message is. That's very exciting. The silver dragon's a very exciting one to start off with. Ooh, that was quick. Bottom of the deck, fire and water enables your life to flow with loving force. Fire and water being a huge balancing energy that, at least for the last 48 hours, have been the most relevant, the most focused on. And our card for this reading, Earth and Air, represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Ooh. What a lovely energy to tap into, earth and air, and that balancing, because air has been cold. It's been cold out here. The air's been cold where I am, okay? Very sharp. Don't want to be in the wind. Not totally avoiding the air, totally controlling the environment via the temperature of the air. So earth and air coming together is really going to stabilize some of this. I'm going to put this over here with earth, actually. It's going to stabilize some of the denser energies, some of the more chilly, Arctic, what? Arctic wind, you say. Great. You know, so it's going to stabilize some of that, getting into that safe space of reading about the dragon tales. I mean, that's lovely. So I'm loving the ideas right now of cozying up for the weekend with a good book, or a week, you know, taking a week or two and just grabbing some books and going, or staying, or, you know, creating that space for yourself. I see tent forts where people got their little heaters or fireplaces going. I see beautiful homes just stocked, you know, stocked with food, stocked with supplies, entertainment, fun, and just kind of shutting everything off from the outside and enjoying that. Again, that comfort, that safe space, and just the warmth and the luxury and the coziness. And I love that. That's very, very special. It's very, very powerful. Okay, we are going to do, for tarot cards today, the Tarot of the Familiars. It's been a little while, but I do use this deck quite a bit. Okay, we're going to have another smoke in a second as well, but I want to shuffle these up and get them ready for us. I feel like this is going to be very enlightening. And it's going to have a big, it's going to have a big impact on us. This one's going to be a big one. I was like, okay, I'm ready and I'm excited. Because we're ready. We're ready and we're excited for something. And that fire is like, it's such a eye-opening experience to feel that energy. So supporting the collective who's not there yet. And for those of us in the collective who we felt this, we got this, and we're on it, supporting those who are still coming into this energy. Okay, we love to support people going through the process with us, even if they're behind us, ahead of us, at the same as us. It is not competition. It is only support out here, baby. There's no such thing as competition. If you get there before me, I am nothing but excited for you, because the first one through the snow is always the most wet at the end, you know? So we are appreciating and healing and carrying and supporting and plowing all together, baby. Into the wilderness we go. Very exciting time in the collective. My God, I'm so stoked for us right now. Can just feel how powerful and energetic things are about to get here. Hell yes. Cards are feeling amazing, smooth and on point, graceful and looking good like they always do. That feminine energy is always just attractive, you know, no matter what. Like, you might not think you're beautiful and you're crazy. Of course you are. Of course you are, man. Of course you are. That self-love journey is just, oh my God. It's such a tooth and nail kind of journey. You go at it, you know, you're never going to box like you box yourself. But that's where we're at, you know, the appreciation and recognition and love of self is so big. Like firstborn, first child kind of big. It's so big right now. The heart is so full of it. And, you know, it feels like the ethers are singing and dancing. Certainly our ancestors are, you know. The ones who came before us, even not from our bloodline, ancestors in experience. Have you ever heard of that concept before? Like for me, like the great thinkers would be my peer ancestors, you know, and the ones who we call mentor may have been our children in past lives, you know, so it's pretty crazy to feel the connection and the power. It's what fire is all about, man. It's about power and how we wield it and what we came to do with it. As the Ace of Wands comes to peekaboo. Okay, and with that, we will cut the deck and we will get into this tarot spread. Bottom of the deck, wow, ding, 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 ace, ace, back to back, and 38 even minutes in on that clock. You see the 11:11? Do you see it? Okay, babies, that's some manifestor's energy right there. And that's, you know, for the manifestors, we work with the elements like the alchemist always has. Or the Avatar, the Last Airbender, you remember? He was like an air element dude from the air tribe, but he was the Avatar. He had the ability to work with all the elements. That's what we are. That's how we do it. Whether you embody the alchemist or whatever it is, it's like we're always going to have a strength and a weakness. My strength, water. My weakness, air. And that's great because it gives you a sense of direction, you know, but for the rest of it, it's like you're all Avatar. You're all the zodiac signs. Doesn't matter what your birth chart says. You will go through seasons and moods where different things are relevant, and same with the, you know, astrology. Our calendars are off. Our timeline is changing or in flux. It's, you know, it'd be crazy to think that we have accurate perception of anything without a telescope. There's the big dilemma of round and flat, and with that, our first card comes out. You know, there's a lot to be known and there's a lot to do. Three of Wands, first card out, fire element. This really is about receiving. Okay, you look to the horizon, you see 3 ships, and you know 2 or 3 are for you. And you even can spot the ones that are yours, and you're just here on the docks, on the land, on the beach, about to receive what is meant for you on your voyage, in your path, you know, whatever it is you're building. Big collaboration energy coming out with the 3 as well. You're not the only one waiting for something right now. But you will be receiving. So opening that door and getting into that receiving energy, staying positive and staying focused. That's the focus here that we're coming into this reading with. Understanding that on the horizon here, we have some things to collect. I just heard. Love that. I love collecting. Do you guys love collecting? Are you a nerd? What's your nerd trait? Second card out, Major Arcana number 2, the High Priestess. Yeah, she is. Talking about Magician, the Alchemist, this is his counterpart. So the Divine Feminine's like, ahem, you might be working on the elements and all that, but this is Divine Feminine's time. This is her moment here where intuitively you know. So not only are you in receiving mode, you are queen. The problem solver. You know, which means everything is easy because everything comes to you. This is an attractive energy because it's feminine, meaning everything is magnetized to you. Don't be going nowhere. Your ships are coming in. Where the fuck are you going? Where could you possibly be going now? And I'm not saying don't relocate, don't change jobs, don't this, don't that. I mean, like, spiritually, where the fuck are you going? Like, you know right now that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you have to go to get there, you better get your ass to the dock. You better get your ass to the dock. Your shit's about to come in. Are you going to let somebody else offload all of your shit? Dreams, lifetimes of built up wealth and prosperity. You're going to let somebody else offload that? You don't think some gold coins are going to go missing? A couple bottles of liquor? This is once in a lifetime shit too. I just heard your ancestors say you better keep an eye on those wine barrels, or that there's ancient stuff being passed down here off these ships. Fuck yeah. Damn, this collective is like the most interesting central energy, and we'll keep it. The 4 of Pentacles, we'll get into it in a second. And that owl just wants to be seen with the Queen of Cups. Dang, there's so much going on right now. I want to shuffle and get our central energy, because even though we're going to take that 4 of Pentacles, it's stuck to the board. We're going to take it. I want to see what our card is coming out. So it's going to go with that, but that's a minor message. The 4 of Pentacles is about holding on too tight, looking through the lens of fear. When you've got wealth, you've got stability. So what it's saying really is there's a bunch of things that look wrong, or look like, you know, it's not supposed to look like this right now. It's not supposed to be like this, feel like this, whatever. But that's just not true. That's an illusion. Okay, that stability, or, you know, whatever that is, that's the illusion. So you can just sit in it, appreciate that things are in flux right now and they're about to change. You don't have to focus in that area of fear of losing, or fear of having lack, or, oh, but I only have this. What am I going to do with this? Does it go here or does it go there? It's like, you don't have to worry about that. If you need something, it's going to go where it's meant to go. Okay, nice deep breath for the collective. And let's see what else we get. Ooh, oh, 2. Okay, we will take them. Oh, central energy. There it is. The 2 of Cups. So these relationships, our central energy, when we're talking fire and power, it's like, I want my people. I want my fucking tribe. I want my partners. I want my people. It might be a person. It might be people. But it's like, I want that now. And the key is with the 4 and the 2 is you have that now. You know, in your physical realm with the Pentacles, in your physical realm, you have that now. That's what believing it before you see it looks like. It's faith-based. Earth and water, baby. It is faith-based. The only and the hard, you know, the last one to get on board is air. Earth and air. It's always, you know, earth and water can balance out because they're feminine, but earth and air always in conflict. You know, it's like the very, very lowest chakra all the way up to the throat chakra. Like, that's a lot of alignments to get sorted before things feel good. So they might not be feeling the way that you want them to feel, or they might not physically, be looking the way that you want them to look, but, you know, have that faith. Keep that heart space lined up to exactly what's meant for you, and expect what is meant for you, because, you know, historically, you know exactly what it feels like when it's your turn, and you can't pretend right now that you don't feel like it's your turn. Three of Wands and High Priestess, that's a feeling, you know, and you might be a little slow to the message, and that's fine. Like, we support you in that, but this is your turn. So lean into that, trust in that, okay? And have that kind of faith with that. Next card out, the Nine of Wands. Oh, almost in the same position we saw it in our water element reading. So again, the exhaustion that, you know, this is why the Four of Pentacles came out, because the Two of Cups, if that was only our central energy, it wouldn't feel as, we wouldn't be able to be as honest about the fear underlying the heart space. The exhaustion, you know, that's what the Nine of Wands is. The exhaustion from all the previous lessons learned, all the hardships, all the times where power was not wielded directly. We have been abused, you know, and all of that. So a lot of lessons, and it's not to say like, oh, this is just another lesson. No, this is a huge moment in the path. 9 is about the closing, you know, finally the closing of that cycle. And it's crazy because another card stuck to the bottom, and look who it is, the King of Wands. And then look is who is on the bottom, the King of Pentacles, Earth and Fire, coming into a beautiful balance right now. Like, just to let us know. So this is going to be our 5th card out. We will take it. We don't need to clarify that. That is more than enough clarity. Masculine and feminine are getting into alignment in a big way. And this is about power. Okay, the divine masculine master of the fire element. We're reading for fire. We started with fire and we finished with the masculine master of fire. It doesn't get more on point than that, you know, to say that you're on path. Everything that you want is absolutely right in front of you and possible now, not later. You know, this is not a tomorrow energy. What I love about the Three of Wands is like, you have to be on the dock right now until the ship comes in. You know, that's not likely going to take until tomorrow unless some storm rolls in or there's some unforeseen circumstance, in which case you definitely want to be on the fucking dock while that shit's going down, if what's on that ship is real valuable, at least to witness, so you don't have to take someone else's word for it, okay? Okay, we've got 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, centrally the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the 4th card out, the Fool. Hell yeah. Okay, taking it back to the beginning. 3 of Wands. Clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. Like, I ain't fucking around. These ships are worth everything to you. Everything that's coming at you right now is something you absolutely want to receive. Okay, lifetimes of receipts here coming in the biggest way. I don't think there's a better way to clarify the message that we were saying and to affirm it. Like, trust me, you want this. These are your ships. There's nowhere on earth that you'd rather be than waiting to receive your 10 of Pentacles as it's coming in. This isn't waiting for next week, waiting for the day. The day is here. High Priestess letting us know with that 4 of Swords to clarify that the only work right now is recovery, reflection, clarity. The air element is always about clearing the mental space, understanding things, getting centered so that we can see clearly. And there's nobody who knows that better than High Priestess. She is the queen of the ethers, of the hidden, you know, the mystery. There's nothing mysterious to her. There's everything mysterious about her. So she understands very clearly that there is a time for action, there is a time for receiving. And this, in the time of receiving, is about reflection, recovery, rejuvenation, all the beautiful, beautiful things. You know, that's what the feminine does. Centrally, the 2 of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay, so your people are getting enlightened same way you are. It's about soul tribes, soul mates, the 2 soul cups in alignment. Sometimes that's our nemesis, you know, but the enlightenment that we're going through right now has been through sacrifice, all that hard work. You know, there's no need for fear here. The Fool is about to tell us that, like, there's no need for fear here because the work has been done. You are sitting on gold mines. You are sitting on more resource than you could possibly comprehend. And that is part of the journey. So try to take it with a little bit of grace. Try to understand through enlightenment that, you know, the aspects of the soul are not all light and fra-la-la, that there is dark corners in there. And that the work that has been done is not a joke. It's not a small amount of work, okay? We have worked our fucking asses off. Mind, body, and soul. We put it all. We put it all into it, okay? So the sacrifice is real. Onwards with the 9 of Wands clarified by the Fool, letting us know, you know, that, yeah, I'm gonna pick up another wand. Fuck yeah, what the hell else am I gonna do with the Tuesday afternoon? This is the path, you know? This is the journey. This is what the fuck we're doing. And if it's time to pack shit up and go on a new adventure, then so be it. Mind, body, or soul. This element of stepping into the ethers, into the unknowns, is so relevant. Does the High Priestess, as the divine feminine of the ethers, understand that? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that in your physical element that you're really gonna have that knowing. You still have to have the faith. You know, the Fool really is a faith-based energy, that the hard work has been worth it and will continue to be so. We are not fucking done. We are not even close to done here. We're almost done this reading though, so cheers to you. Okay, let's get our final clarifier here. Clarifying our King of Wands to finish off this reading. Thank you so much for doing this work, for being you. I don't know if people like appreciate that in you enough, but I do, so thank you. Here we go. 2 more, 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands under our King of Wands. Okay, so he's telling us things here. He's telling us things. 6 and 10, 1, making a 7. So the King and the 7 of Wands is another way to look at this, and we will get into that message because he defends the kingdom. He stands on the cliffside, you know, making sure, on looking to the horizon, waiting for his ships to come in, and indeed, here they fucking are. The 6 of Wands, we saw that in one of the elementals for this moon cycle. We saw that, and it was very relevant on very quick-lived success, like big success, you know, to the point of kingship, the responsibilities of the crown. Yikes. But you know, we didn't ask for this to be easy. We asked for power, so, and righteous power at that. You know what I mean? That, be careful what you wish for, was decades ago, lifetimes ago. So, you know, this is a made your bed, you lay in it kind of thing. If heavy is the head that wears the crown, then we will fucking carry that, you know, and that's that 9 of Wands energy. So the King of Wands out here telling us that is the duty, man. This is the job, because the success that's about to come in off this is going to take us yet to another level. We'll get to bottom of the deck in a second. The 10 of Wands, though. The 10 of Wands, now the bottom of the deck is very relevant with the Empress. There's the divine feminine earth mother. She's all 4 queen energies in one. So all 4 elemental physical queens in one is the Empress. That's how many lifetimes of experience she has. And the 10 of Wands really signifies that. So why start with the 3 of Wands and finish with the 6? Well, because that's the 3, 6, 9 frequency that we move in. The 10 of Wands is like it's not even an ending, it really is a beginning. You remember when we were shuffling, we saw the Ace of Wands? It's the same energy coming off of this 10 for us. It's like, you're barely gonna notice the ending because the beginning is gonna launch you forward so quickly. So being the master here, appreciating the counterpart energy, being able to recognize who our counterparts are. I mean, in feminine and masculine aspects, this is going to come down to our peers, our project managers, our publicists, our, you know what I mean? Like whoever it is, these people are going to start vibrating on a frequency with you because of what you're creating. So this is taking kingship in a big way, and not even his queen. It's like the queen. The queen of the queens and kings, you know, coming in to counterpart him as we go through this aspect. So within ourself, you know, the divine feminine, she's out here. She's high priestessing. She's playing wife to the magician as he does his thing, and in a big way our fire energy is receiving. So action right now is about recovery. It's about alignment, and especially to allow this kind of evolution. We don't need to activate. We don't need to take action. Fire is always like, is there action to be taken? Nope. The action is the allowing, the receiving. And that is an action, you know, like, again, I'll use the analogy. If you have contractors coming over to do renovations on your house and you don't unlock the door and let them in, like, no work is getting done today. It's going to be the same thing when it comes to these massive fucking resources coming in for you. Like, you know, that's our first energy. The 10 of Pentacles is what's on the horizon about to come in. And this isn't just so that you can sit around and be like, you know, marble bathtubs. It's like, you have shit to do. You know, the kings and queens are out here and they're like busy and shit. Yes, they bathe in marble fucking bathtubs at night. Yes, they do. And they run kingdoms of millions during the day. You know, there's some of us got to be real honest that we do not want that kind of work. We don't want that kind of responsibility. So become the page. Live in the kingdom. Live in the court. Be part of, you know, what the fuck is going on here, but step down. You know, some of us are going to be like, oh, fuck it. I'm stepping down. I don't want to be king, queen no more. Someone else is like, I do. You know, it's not about bloodlines. I mean, maybe it is. But we don't know nothing about that. So it's going to be about willingness. Yeah. And the frequency, the right frequency, you know, someone you would follow, someone you would support, their mission, their purpose, everything. You know, some of us are made to lead and some of us are made to serve. So there's no greater servant than the leader. That's for sure, especially the good ones. Look at all the greatest people in history and what they sacrificed and what they gave up so that we could, you know, say their name. Shit. Pretty crazy, I say. Pretty crazy. Let me have a little look-see. I think we're pretty much good. We're going to leave that one right there. I'm just looking around, guys. I'm just looking around to see what's popping. King of Cups, like underneath some of our bottom of the deck, just won't let it go. He's just like, I'm still here though. It's that white snowy owl. You know, it's really like, hello. Do you see? He's holding the pen, like, get it. Whether you need to read or write right now, there's a little bit of a message coming through here for some of us. Whether you need to read, whether you need to write, put a pen to paper. What is it? There's something. There's something. We're going to leave that one right there. We have one more to do. It's air time. Maybe that's why. He's like, you better be doing air right away. Okay. I think we should jump right into air. So I'm going to cut this one now. Personal readings are still available. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. Really push this channel if you're catching this vibe so that others can see it. Others can tune in, you know, tune into the tribe, and we can start coming together and collaborating because it's time. It's time to build some shit. It's time to receive some shit, to become servants and masters and all the like, willingly, you know, because we believe and because we're done with the nonsense. We want to follow and put our energy and our taxes and all of our shit towards something that actually matters now, something we really believe in. So let's do that. Mwah. Until next time, I'll see you on your next reading. Bye, guys.